Hello, my name is Kelly O'Keefe, and this is my wife, Allyson. First of all, we'd like to thank each of you for attending tonight's gala. We're truly honored that you're spending this evening with us. If you're familiar with JB, you know how special this place is. And for those of you that are not familiar, you're about to find out why it means so much to us and the other families that have benefited. Our son Kellen just started his third year, 5th grade at JB Westlake. When Kellen was young, we had concerns about speech delays. As he got older, those delays increased into more signs of concern. He attended speech therapy, and I remember the therapist at one point telling us she thought he might have autism spectrum, but he'd be high functioning. By the time Kellen turned 3, we knew we had something more serious to figure out. God gives you what you can handle was something Allyson said often to me. We kept this pretty close, but as trusted friends and for guidance and advice, we scheduled 2 doctor appointments. At Kellen's first appointment, with a doctor who focuses on autism, Kellen went through the play-based and personal interaction. After the appointment, the doctor told us, Kellen doesn't have autism. He's engaging. He's hilarious. He goes, this kid's cracking me up. He goes, this is not autism. He certainly has delays, but autism is a definition used by the medical community for a large range of delays and symptoms, and he doesn't agree with that. God gives you what you can handle. So we went to the next appointment with another doctor who also focuses on special needs. A very similar assessment was conducted on Kellen. The result, he's a textbook definition of somebody with autism. 2 months apart, similar personality assessments, same Kellen, 2 completely opposite perspectives. God gives you what you can handle. My wife and I also believe that God puts special people in your life. I remember the day I got a text to play golf from a friend who's here tonight, Mike Casario. In that foursome, I met Nick Russo. After 3 holes, I was convinced that Nick's highest and best use was golf. I actually told him I'm done saying good shot, but that's only because Nick doesn't hit bad shots. But I was wrong about Nick's highest and best use. Friends of Nick, and those of you who have been on the board with Nick at JB know what I'm talking about. A couple months after that round of golf, I saw Nick. He told me that JB was building a Westlake school and asked if I was interested in learning more. Nick introduced me and Allyson to Ann and Lanny, but with the opening of school and busy schedules, we didn't find the time to meet. Allyson and I were always concerned with Kellen's ability to learn in the typical public schools 25 to 30 class size. So later that year, we signed up for an open house at JB to learn more. We liked what we heard, so we signed up Kellen for an assessment. I remember dropping him off, being nervous, as we are with any and every decision that impacts Kellen. When I picked him up, his assessor said he did great. He wrote a story about going on spring break, and I told that we were actually going on spring break the next month, but Kel had already given her all the details in his story. Soon thereafter, Kellen received his official acceptance to JB. When Allyson and I received the exciting news, I actually remember it as being one of the most difficult decisions we would have to make. After many decisions, conversations, we decided to give it a try, but the mentality was that he can always go back to public school. When we had to explain to our daughter Jules that Kellen would not be going to school with her next year and why he was switching to JB, she cried. It was tough for all of us except for Kel, who always looks forward to new things, and he was excited to start his new school. The very first week at JB, Kel received a birthday party invitation from a classmate. He came home, slammed it on the kitchen island, and said, look, it was the first invitation from a classmate to go to a birthday party. The smile on his face said it all. Shortly after, Kel knew all of his classmates' names. That was also a first. You see, Kel didn't make a lot of friends in public school, but at JB, he's found his crew, as well as a learning environment where he can thrive academically and socially. If you know Kel, you know at first he can be shy. When he feels comfortable, he shows his funny side, his huge smile, and he gives the biggest, best hugs. He's definitely found that at JB. Kel, like everyone in our family and some friends, has location tracking. Each morning when I leave school, I get around the corner and I receive a notification that says, Kel Bell left behind. But from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., there's no other place I would rather have him spend his days. Autism spectrum, high functioning, different doctors' perspectives, it's a lot. To the teachers and staff at JB, who must not only put together a standard learning plan for the different grades, but also a roadmap for each student's learning differences, thank you for all your time, efforts, but most importantly, loving and caring for our children. Thank you to Lanny, Daryl, Ann, Susan, the rest of the staff at JB, and those who serve on the JB board for all of your hard work and dedication creating a remarkable place for our children. Thank you to the host committee for your leadership and support. To Nick and Dawn, thank you for all of your hard work, friendship, and for introducing us to Julie Billiart. I'm not sure you'll ever understand the positive impact it's had on our family and Cal. And thank you again to the co-chairs and for the honor of co-chairing with you tonight. To the sisters, who 70 years ago had a vision to create a learning environment where each and every child will be loved and accepted, thank you. Cheers to an exceptional 70 years and many more to come. Thank you.